Hello, are you doom scrolling? Are you consuming more media and bad news than you used to? Are you feeling unhappy, angry, sad, or any other negative emotion as a result of consuming media, social media, news? I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. We all have our version of what happened, and I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about you and the effect it's having on you, because I've been noticing myself. It's almost like a car crash. I know I shouldn't look at it. I don't want to look at it, but I find myself almost obsessively consuming information about conflict situations. And I've been observing myself and my feelings while I do this, and this is what I want to talk about. I've always tried to keep an eye on the information that I consume and keep it to a healthy amount. I don't look at Facebook. And what's the antidote for this? I mean, how can you control it? I don't have all the answers, and I know we have to cut it down. But the one thing you can do is to look at your emotions and see how they're stirring. And what I find when we look at something that is really, really terrible, it's something that makes us angry and unhappy. We see some terrible injustice that is bad and we want it to go away. What happens? Well, there's a very easy way, I think. Well, it looks easy in the first instance. It's very comforting, and that is just to take sides. To see, this is wrong, this is right, I'm right, and these people are wrong, and that makes me feel better. And I think that's the trap that everyone is going to fall into if you consume too much negative media and you're not observing your emotions closely enough to see what it's doing to you. How is it helping you consuming this negative media? Have you got enough information already to know what's going on so you can then act accordingly and move on? And I find that compassion will help you with these problems. Instead of choosing a side and thinking, that's wrong, that's right, feel compassion for people on both sides. It's fairly safe to say that most human beings are suffering. The Buddha said, all human life is suffering. It's because we want things. I want to be peaceful, happy, left alone to do what I want to do. And things come up in life that stop me doing that. And because I want to do that, I suffer as a result of these things. And then I get angry and I get depressed or whatever. I feel negative emotions and it's not good. And then I'm not helpful in society. Happy people are more likely to help other people more so than unhappy people who tend to have a negative impact upon society. So in order to be happy, it's better, I find, not to pick sides in these huge, great, important, but complicated things that are happening in the world today. And instead of which, feel compassion for the people who are suffering. Now, the people in Ukraine are suffering terribly. And you can feel compassion for them. Try and just keep on feeling compassion, but try and move on. But also try and feel compassion for people on the other side. We know, I know for a fact that many, many Russians don't support this war. Some of these soldiers that are brought in to commit acts of violence didn't even know where they were going and didn't even know when they got there that they were in fact a part of an invasion. And they have mothers and fathers and relatives and loved ones in Russia that don't even know where they are. And I'm sure it's possible to feel compassion for these ordinary people who they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we can feel compassion for them, maybe do something about it. And this is 10 times more positive than picking sides. And this is true in any sort of news media story. It could be about the pandemic. People like to pick sides about the pandemic. Well, have you ever found yourself alone at home suffering from the flu? I know I have quite recently, funnily enough. And I don't remember sitting down thinking, oh, I'm going to blame somebody for this. No, you just get on with life, don't you? But when you see it maybe happening to someone else, it's a bit more removed. You're seeing it on a TV screen, on a computer screen, or your phone screen, and you think, oh my God, what's happening? The people who meted out this violence on those people are terrible people. I must feel anger towards those people, negative emotions towards the bad people, and then this problem will go away. It's not going to go away. Human suffering is not going to go away. That's, picking sides is not the answer if you want to make yourself feel better about the situation. And I do think that's important, because you feeling better about yourself, about, feeling happier, you're going to be more used to society. You're going to be more used to your family, your friends, your colleagues, and your wider surroundings than you would be if you were unhappy. If you're unhappy, you're just going to possibly cause more negativity to people around you. I've always tried to make YouTube videos to help people. That's what I've always done, whether I'm making a video about KDP, InDesign, Illustrator, web design, Photoshop, WordPress, email marketing. I'm just trying to help people. And sometimes I make videos about sort of personal development stuff. They never do so well, but I just kind of enjoy making them. And so this is what this is. Please let me know if you want me to talk about something in a further video, then I will. Please get in touch with me in the comments or on my email, rob@robcubbon.com, or through my website, robcubbon.com, and you can leave a message after one of the blog posts or through the contact form. I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye.